Hello, welcome back. I'm FS Biggin. We're going to do a bit of TMR today. I'm going to show you how to use this TMR machine just here. We'll get a lot of questions over in my stream. How to do it, what to do. There are many ways to do it. There are ways such as TMR mixing machines that you can download on the mod hub. You can do it from raw silage, having pits of hay, straw and silage. But I choose this way. I use the TMR mixing machine and I use my bales that we grow on the farm. So without further ado, let's get into it. So first of all, you do need a TMR mixing machine. They're not too expensive. They are fairly expensive, but they're not too expensive. And they come in different sizes. The one I've got is this one here, £55,000 one. 24 meters cubic meters, not too much. You've got this one here, 35 to 45, and then you've got these that'll suck it up. So these ones ideally are for when you've got pits for silage. It'll just go in, they'll suck it all up and mix it appropriately. And then you've got this really small one here, pointless. I had this, it comes with the farm on Oakbridge, which is this save. It's pointless, it's tiny. You're hardly going to feed 10 cows with that. The one I do have, which is this one, is barely feeding 80 cows. But yeah, that's what we're going to use today. And we're using the Massey Ferguson 5713. It's a very, very old tractor on this save. Loads of hours on it. It's literally just used for bales with the front loader and the bale fork. Because we don't have a telehandler yet on this save. So when you're doing your TMR, you need to get the mixture correct. You'll see in the bottom left, the top left, the ratios there showing all in red, 0%. Top one is hay, middle one is silage, third one is straw, and the last one is additives. Additives is a bonus extra sort of thing. We'll go through that towards the end of the mix. But what you need to do is you need to put the right amount in of each type to get your total mixed rations TMR mix. If you don't get the mix right, it won't say TMR, it won't act as TMR, and it won't feed your cows. At least to my knowledge, it doesn't feed your cows properly, so you won't get the most amount of yield out of them in terms of milk, because that's what this is. This is a dairy farm, and these are milk cows. So what we need to do is we need to get some bales. How you store your bales, completely different to how I probably store my bales. I collect them all in here, which is a really good little mod. You can find it in the mod hub. And given that I'm on console, anyone can have this mod. And then you can find it in the silos. So for this, for one mix on this mixer, it might be different for the mixers you have, depends on how big your mixers are. I do 2 hay, I do 2 silage, and I do 1 straw. That's what I've worked out to be the best combination for this. And we'll get it in that mixer and we'll crack on. Right, so if we come over to this, you'll see, it might come up, there we go. So you've got on the bottom left, you've got the ratios. It's showing we've got no grass, which is what we're about to put in, hay. We're in the green for silage, and we've gone over on the straw, which is why I only use one bale for straw, because it counts for a lot. So as we put this grass in, it should start weighing it out. If we can get it in, of course, there we are. You can see, look, grass is the hay's going into the green. The silage is coming down because it's outweighing the other, but it's still in the green. And we're only just over on the straw at the moment, which is why we do it 2, 2, and 1 straw. So we're going to stick this last one in now, and you'll see that putting it back in that bale shed, that it all goes into the green. Now it won't be full. This TMR mixing machine, because I haven't got any additives, so we will get some additives and I'll show you how that works. But for now, stick that in there. We're all in the green. We're all in the green. So if we get into that tractor, you can see in the bottom right, just above my speedo, total mixed ration. We're on 87% capacity for that. That's TMR, and that's all in the green. That's perfect how that is at the moment. Yes, we need a little bit more, but we're going to get that when we get the additives. So bear with, let's go and get some additives. Right, we're back. We've got our mineral feed, which will help make this mix complete. So we're going to get that. Now you can use, I use my hands with this. That wasn't supposed to happen, but anyway. Oh, there we go. We're going to stick that next to that. I don't lift that in because I don't have a pallet fork. I only have the bale fork. So if we stick that in by clicking, and it'll just tick it in, and you can see it's going up. It'll probably tick it into the mid-90s. It won't be completely full. There we go, 91%, and we've got everything then. You don't have to use the mineral feed. The mineral feed just adds a little bit more to the potential bonus of the yield from milk. I've not noticed much difference in it. You don't have to do it, but as long as you've got TMR and not anything else, as long as that says total mixed ration, you're good to go. People also ask, you're not mixing it, you've not turned your machine on. It doesn't matter. I think that's completely decorational. I've turned it on now, it's mixing now. It doesn't really matter. I've fed the cows straight away after mixing it all up. As long as that says TMR, it doesn't matter. And that's pretty much how we do TMR for this. For my cows on my farm, using a total mixed ration machine like this little mixer. I do hope it helps. You will have to, depending on the size of your mixer, you will have to do it more than once, but that'll empty out in there, top the cows up, and we are good to go. So that is one way of doing it, TMR, with the mixing machine. You'll see now the cows have got extra food. If we go down to the cows, there we go, we're up. We only need to do one more TMR mixer and we're probably pretty much full for that. So yeah, I'll leave you with some images of the cows, the cow barn, and that's TMR in a mixing machine. Don't forget to like the video if you can. We're still quite new to doing all this, and if you've come over from my other accounts, a big welcome in. Drop a subscribe, and yeah, I'll see you in the next video hopefully. Thanks.